Good morning, class. Today we're going to be discussing how to solve word problems. Okay? Solving word problems is going to be one of the most fundamental things you're going to learn in any math class. Okay? Because when people come to you and they need math help, they're going to describe what they need help with in words. Okay? As mathematicians, you guys are going to be the ones who can work with the math equations. So getting what they say, their words, into mathematical equations is going to be the most important thing where you can help them with, okay? But for a lot of students, this is a real area of difficulty. Why? Because they overthink, okay? I'm going to tell you that you've been doing this the same way that you've been solving regular math problems, you can solve word problems, okay? So let's start with this simple example of 3 times x equals 12. Okay? So, what do we know about this problem? How do you go about solving it?
You start with what you're trying to find.
Close. Close. Anyone?
We start with what we're given.
With what we're given. Exactly. Okay? We are given, and someone tell me what we're given?
3x equals 12?
3x equals 12. Perfect. Great job, Mr. Metters. Okay, so this is what we're given. Now, can anyone tell me what the next step, what is the next thing that we're going to do to solve this problem?
Figure out what we're trying to find.
What we're trying to find. Perfect. Perfect. What we are trying to find. What is it we're trying to find?
X.
X. What x equals. Great job, Mr. Delfonso. Okay? So now we know what we're given. We know what we're trying to find. What's the next step? Can anyone tell me? Mr. Zellner.
Solve for x.
Solve for x. Perfect. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me how to go about actually solving for this? Right. We're gonna divide both sides by 3. Equals 12 divided by 3, and we're gonna get that x equals what?
4.
4. Perfect. Okay? So, let's take this basic step, these basic steps here. Given, find, and solve. Okay? And let's apply this to the word problem that I handed out at the beginning of class, okay, with the ducks. Okay? Can anyone tell me what we're given in that problem? Okay? Let's read through it first, actually. 3 ducks are lost in a pond. They find the rest of their family of 5 other ducks, combine with them, and swim together. Okay, how many ducks are swimming together at that point? Okay, so, using these steps, what do we need first? We need given. Okay, someone tell me what we are given.
3 ducks find 5 ducks.
3 ducks find 5 ducks. Perfect. Okay. Now, what is it that we're trying to find? Okay? Anyone know what we're trying to find in this problem?
The total number of ducks.
The total number of ducks. Okay, and how do we go about finding the total number of ducks? What's our mathematical equation to find out how many ducks there are total? You add them. Perfect. Okay? Does everyone understand why we're adding here?
Is there something in the equation that tells us to?
Exactly. Okay? There are going to be keywords hidden in the word problems usually. Okay, that are going to tell us what kind of math we're doing, whether it's adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. Okay? Now, in the problem statement, it says we're going to combine the 2 groups of ducks. Okay? Does that sound like subtracting? Sound like dividing, Mr. Zellner? Sound like dividing to you?
No.
No. Okay? So that means it's between adding and multiplying. Okay? And when we multiply, we're taking the total of things. We're taking the product. Okay? But when we're combining something, we're just putting two things together. Okay, does that sound more like adding or multiplying? Combining.
Adding?
Adding. Perfect. Okay? So this is why it's adding. Does everyone understand that so far? I don't want to lose anybody here.
I think I got it.
Okay. Good. Now, so we have 3 plus 5 equals something. And now what's the next step? We're going to solve. Okay? And someone just shout out what 3 plus 5 equals?
8
8. 8 what units, please?
ducks.
Ducks. Perfecto. Okay? Using these simple steps, given, find, and solve, you're going to be able to solve any word problem that you're given. Okay? So, we've solved that there are 8 ducks total swimming together. Okay? But let's go back and make sure that we've got it right. Okay? Because checking your answers can save you in a lot of cases. Okay? When we did something like this, 3x equals 12, you guys know what you're doing. Okay? You know that 3 times 4 equals 12. But let's say you wrote down 5 as your answer. Okay? I do that all the time. I'll be completely honest. I write down things and they're just wrong. Like, I'll leave out a number. I've done that on tests, okay? I failed tests because of it. Alright? So let's go back and check our answers here. Alright? So we're given that 3 ducks, find 5 ducks. Does that check out? Is that good with everyone? Okay. And what are we trying to find? We're trying to find the total number of ducks in this group now. And how do we get that? We're doing 3 times 5, or 3 plus 5, excuse me, 3 plus 5, not 3 times 5. 3 plus 5. Okay. And what is 3 plus 5?
8.
We're all in agreement on 8. 8 is good. Everything checks out. Okay? It's going to sound a little tedious for something like this. Okay? I know that this isn't the most challenging problem, but it's getting these steps down is going to be the most important thing that you can do to solve more complicated problems. Okay? And when you get more complicated problems, you're always going to want to check your answer. Okay? Because even the slightest mistake is going to mess you up, and we don't want that. Okay? So, let's go on to a little bit more complicated example that I gave you on that sheet.